Hello, English language learners. Welcome to Learn English with Dr. DK. So I can see that there is a message here. Your phone number is not active in my phone. I don't understand what I do. I will double check, turns up. I hope you send me the message. I'm not sure about it, but my phone is working fine. Okay. So you can resend me your phone number if you want to. That's the only option I have. Hello, Mandeep Singh. Good to see you, everyone. So today's topic, before I start today's lesson, I just want to let you know that this lesson is actually intermediate level lesson. And if you will not be able to understand everything, then please don't get disappointed because you will be learning something, right? So yes, this lesson is not at a beginner's level. I don't know what's your definition about beginner's level, but according to me, the way we have the levels in America, this lesson is at intermediate level. Okay, so let's start the lesson. Hello, Tapas and Anu, Manisha, everyone, welcome. So I'm going to share my PowerPoint and we can start our lesson. And then I will keep checking your chat messages also, and I will try to answer as much I can. But at the same time, when I am, my full concentration is on lesson, then sometimes I might not be able to answer your questions which are not related to the topic. Okay, so let's start the lesson. So let's see to share it with you, the screen. So as you know, we are going to talk about who, whom, whose, which, and that. And this lesson is actually on demand on students' request. He asked me only, ma'am, where to use which and that. But these all are in the same category, who, whom, whose, which, and that. That's the reason I added all those three more words in it. So because these are they are relatives. Say we were talking about family, and family you have relatives, right? So same thing is in the words also. So they are relatives. So you need to understand each and every one in this, because without their knowledge, like these words knowledge, you will not be able to use these correctly in your sentences. Okay, so let's talk about, first of all, ye jo hain, these are the relative pronouns. So what is a relative pronoun means, right? So a relative pronoun introduces a dependent or relative clause. So you see this word clause, I will highlight it, that describe a noun or pronoun. Now, again, let's read it again and try to understand. Relative. So, relative pronoun, what they do, they introduce. वो जैसे आप किसी रिश्तेदार की इंट्रोडक्शन करवाते हो ना किसी के साथ, कि ये मेरा अंकल है, ये मेरी आंट है, ये मेरा कजन है. So same thing is introduce a dependent. अब dependent कौन है? Now if you think about personally, make the connection with your personal life. If you are a student, you are not working, you are dependent on your parents, right? डिपेंडेंट को अगर मैं हिंदी में कहूँ तो निर्भर करते हो आप किसी के ऊपर, फाइनेंशियली डिपेंडेंट हो आप उनके ऊपर, राइट? और किसी तरह से कई लोग, अगर कोई सिक है तो वो हेल्थ वाइज कोई डिपेंडेंट है किसी के ऊपर. सो डिपेंडेंट का मतलब किसी के ऊपर निर्भर करना, हिंदी में अगर कहो तो निर्भर करना, डिपेंडेंट. सो नाउ इन दिस वन, इन ग्रामर, द रिलेटिव प्रोनाउन इंट्रोड्यूस, उसकी इंट्रोडक्शन करवाता है। इंट्रोड्यूस किसकी इंट्रोडक्शन करवाता है? डिपेंडेंट क्लॉज की। और वो डिपेंडेंट क्लॉज क्या करता है? क्या करता है वो? दैट, अब यहां पे ही देख लो, दैट की इंट्रोडक्शन आ गई। दैट डिस्क्राइब्स ए नाउन और pronoun. So as you know, noun is a person, place, or a thing. Or if you are on a intermediate level, then noun is a person, place, thing, an idea, right? वो थोड़ी हायर लेवल की डेफिनेशन आ जाती है। अगर आप बिगिनर पे हो तो नाउन इज अ पर्सन, प्लेस और थिंग, राइट? सो और प्रोनाउन, a pronoun, we talk all the time about pronoun, he, she, it, they, right? So his, her, वो ऑब्जेक्ट में आ गए। बट दैट्स व्हाट वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट कि रिलेटिव्स जो हैं, वो रिश्तेदार जो हैं, वो किसको इंट्रोड्यूस करवाते हैं? वो डिपेंडेंट क्लॉज को इंट्रोड्यूस करवाते हैं। उस डिपेंडेंट क्लॉज को इंट्रोड्यूस करवाते हैं जो क्या डिस्क्राइब करता है? नाउन और प्रोनाउन इन द सेंटेंस। ओके, I'm sorry, I have to drink. Okay, so now अब clause क्या है? Let's talk about clause. What is clause? I hope many of you know. Let's see. Let me ask you actually. What is clause? Asad Zaman, good afternoon, good morning, okay, good evening. That's very interesting, right? So tell me, what is clause in your words? Just if you know, what is clause? क्या है clause? आप तो इतनी ग्रामर जानते हो, most of you know, you were learning grammar. I mean, I don't know when you started your English as a subject in your, you know, wherever you are, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh. Near, oh, Tanda, that is close. Okay, clause and close, it's different. Okay, the word you are saying near is this one. Okay, this word is different word. Close means near or pass. Okay, parts. Okay, clause is parts. Okay, that's fine. I mean, you all are giving me parts. Okay, so let me talk about it. Okay, so what is clause? Now let's go to the next screen and let's talk about clause. Okay, clause is a group of words that contains both a subject and predicate, right? Now, we're going to reread this definition so you can understand. A clause is a group of words, group of, not one word, not one word, group है पूरा, group of words. कौन से words? That contains means जिनमें है वो, क्या है उनमें? They have both. What they have both? Subject भी है उसमें और predicate भी है. Subject कौन है और वो क्या कर रहा है, उसका action क्या है, right? So when we talk about like if I say Ruhi jumps in the park, so Ruhi is a subject, jumps is verb, right? And in the park, कहाँ पे? In the park. Or even if I say Ruhi jumps, he eats, right? She cooks, वो भी complete sentences हैं, उसमें सिर्फ दो वर्ड्स हैं, राइट? एक सब्जेक्ट है, एक वर्ब है, तो वो भी कंप्लीट सेंटेंस है. 2 वर्ड्स का भी सेंटेंस है. इफ यू डोंट नो देन आई एम टेलिंग यू, 2 वर्ड्स का भी सेंटेंस होता है. सो बट हियर वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट कि ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड्स that contains both a subject and a predicate, right? Okay, now अब clause में क्या है कि yes, a clause having at least a subject and verb. Excellent. Yes, Mandeep, you are absolutely correct. Okay, now it says an independent clause is a complete thought. Now, when we say thought, that means complete sentence, because sentences, where we use, why we use sentences? Because we express ourselves, right? We express through sentences. Language का मतलब ही क्या है कि हम अपनी आप को express करते हैं. अब if someone is deaf and mute, right? Mute means जो बोल नहीं सकता. I know in India people call it deaf and dumb, but that's not right. डम तो मीन्स के जो बिल्कुल स्टूपिड है, जिसको बिल्कुल, जिसका दिमाग काम नहीं करता, वो डम है, राइट, कह देते हैं. बट हम उनको डम नहीं कह सकते. जो गूंगे और बोले हैं, दे आर डेफ एंड म्यूट, मीन्स वो बोल नहीं सकते और सुन नहीं सकते. So I don't know if you ever watch my video. My elder sister is deaf and mute by birth. Yes, but she's very intelligent. So she's not dumb. Her sixth sense is very strong, and she's extremely, I will say, over intelligent, in other words, because she can do anything in like knitting, stitching, cooking, you name it. Very smart. So not dumb, deaf and mute. Okay, now, so here, so independent clause is a complete thought, right? It can stand alone as a subject. So alone, independent, right? जिसे मैंने अभी आपको बताया. Now, a dependent clause. अब देखो, अगर आप अपनी लाइफ में भी सोचो तो independent का क्या मतलब है? You are not dependent on anyone, right? You are working, you are making money, you are able to afford, you are able to support yourself. If you are married, you are able to support your family. So you are independent, right? You're not dependent on anyone. So same thing is in the subject, in the sentence. The independent clause is a complete thought, and it can stand alone as a sentence, right? So learn this in English and repeat it after me. You can imitate me. That is also the way to speak, right? Now, dependent clause. Now, dependent or subordinate. Subordinate clause. So, dependent or subordinate. So, when we say or, that means you can say this or you can say this. So, both are correct. So, dependent clause or subordinate clause is not a complete thought, right? It's not a complete because they are dependent. So when someone is dependent, that means they are not able to do something by themselves. अगर life में भी देखें तो, right? It cannot stand alone as a sentence. Let's pick up some sandwiches from Hari's sweet shop. So अब यहाँ पे अगर मैं कहूँ, यहाँ पे क्या है कि pick up, actually I had, let's make it sandwiches छोड़ो, jalebis लिखते हैं. So let's pick up some jalebis from Hari's sweet shop, right? The clause can stand alone, right? If I say, let's go to the mall, it's completely can stand alone. It's a complete sentence. Let's go for a walk, right? Complete sentence. Let's invite our friends. Complete sentence, right? So after Yogesh gets off work, अब यहाँ पे ये separate है. Please don't mix it up, okay? So, okay. My computer is not understanding jalebis. Anyways, so after Yogesh gets off work, now, then what? If he gets off work, then what, right? So this one is what? This one is independent or dependent? Dependent or independent? Come on, tell me. After Yogesh gets off work, ये complete thought है कि नहीं है? Then what will happen if he gets off work? Then what he will do? right? So the clause cannot stand alone. It is dependent. So very simple कि dependent है क्योंकि उसके बाद क्या है? If he will gets off from work, so what he's going to do, right? So now let's move on to the next one. So here we talk about a complex sentence. It's made up of an independent clause and dependent clause. So complex sentences, if you know simple sentence, compound sentences, complex sentences, compound complex sentences, right? We will be learning those too. Don't worry about that. But right now, I'm just talking about the dependent clause in a complex sentence usually begin with a subordinating conjunctions like after, although, as, because, before, if, since, unless, until, when, or while. But we're going to talk about these things later on, not today, because our focus is about who, whom, right? So stay tuned and you will be learning everything. Let's pick up some jalebis from Hari's sweet shop after Yogesh gets off work. Now it makes sense? Okay, let's pick up some jalebis from Hari's sweet shop after Yogesh gets off from work. So जैसे कि हम इकट्ठे हैं कहीं तो let's let him come too, right? So we can go together, something like that. So this one is a independent now because it makes sense because we have a clause here and then we have after. So uske baad, right? कब? जब वो काम से छुट्टी करेगा, काम से फिनिश करेगा अपनी जॉब से. वर्क मीन्स जॉब. कोई भी काम कर रहे हो तो चाहे आप प्रोफेशनल हो, that is also work. Okay, now so we have 5 main relative pronouns, right? Who, whom, whose, which, and that. So here, so relative pronouns who and whom give information about people. Now this is the keyword. Or who or whom is only about people. Okay, to figure out whether to use who or whom, restate the dependent clause with a personal pronoun. उसको restate करो, दोबारा देखो कि कैसे यूज हो रहा है. If the clause uses a subject pronoun, right? If a clause uses a subject pronoun, he, she, or they, then use verb. So for example here, she lives next door. She, because ye pronoun aa gaya, right? Then we will be using what? Who or whom. Now here, she lives next door. The woman who lives next door cooks food for my family. So who? She, who? The woman who lives next door, right? So इस तरह से ये जो हमारे relative pronouns हैं वो use होता है who. Now let's move on to the next one. I hope you understand. I mean, we will be doing the practice also. I don't think so I will be able to finish this lesson today, but we will complete this lesson next week on Monday, hopefully. And then we have a lot of practice also. Okay, we will be doing the practice. So now this one, this information is saying Arjun, whom, so this one, sorry. To figure out whether to use who or whom, restate the dependent clause with the personal pronoun. And in this one, if the clause uses an object pronoun. Now, this is very important. Object ऑब्जेक्ट प्रोनाउन, राइट? इसमें आ गए ऑब्जेक्ट प्रोनाउंस, him, her और them. So you know him we use for males or boy, man, or we use her for a woman or a girl, and we use them for more than one person. It doesn't matter if it's only woman or men or boy and a girl or a man and a woman or man and a boy, right? So it doesn't matter. So कोई भी gender है उसके लिए हम them use करते हैं, right? So singular boy or man, him, plural, singular woman or a girl, her, and then them is for plural form, right? So but object, अब whom कहाँ पे लगता है? Object के साथ, ऑब्जेक्ट जो प्रोनाउन आ जाते हैं हमारे. सो ये अब उस अगर हम बैक वाली स्क्रीन पे देखें तो ये है कौन सा, ये कौन से प्रोनाउंस हैं? सब्जेक्ट प्रोनाउंस. नाउ लेट्स चेंज द कलर सो यू कैन हैव अ बेटर अंडरस्टैंडिंग. सो सब्जेक्ट प्रोनाउन वो जो हैं उस पे हु लगता है. इफ यू वांट टू टेक नोट्स यू कैन टेक नोट्स फॉर दीज कीवर्ड्स. कीवर्ड्स हैं ये कि सब्जेक्ट प्रोनाउन पे क्या लगता है? हु लगता है. जब आ जाता है ऑब्जेक्ट प्रोनाउन तो उसमें whom लगता है. So you met him yesterday. Him yesterday. So Arjun, whom you met yesterday, has 2 younger brothers and 1 sister. Right? So Arjun, क्या नाम है उसका? Who? Arjun. Arjun, whom you met yesterday. So you met him yesterday. So if you are a student and you get these kind of questions, make sure, take notes right now कि जो subject pronoun है उस पे who लगता है, क्योंकि subject pronoun क्या है? He, she, they, right? और अगर आ गया object pronoun तो उस पे क्या लगेगा? Whom लगेगा. So I hope you are clear about these two. Okay, now let's move on to maybe we can cover one more. Okay, the other confusion you might gonna have is about, okay, so let's move on to this one. Okay, we covered this. Whom, okay. So now the relative pronoun that gives necessary information about things. That even while we were reading the definitions, we noticed that there was that in many places in the sentence, right? So necessary information narrows down what you are talking about and is not set off by commas. So इसमें सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज दैट वाली जो आपको याद रखनी है वो है कि it is not set off with what? Not set off by commas. So I hope you know कि comma क्या होता है. I hope you know this sign comma, ये comma है. तो जब आप which वाले sentences के बारे में हम बात करेंगे then this information will be very clear to you कि ये जो मैं कॉमा की बात कर रही हूँ वो क्या है. ओके, सो इस टाइम सिर्फ मैं इतनी आपको डेफिनेशन दिखा रही हूँ बिकॉज इट्स टाइम, इट्स गेटिंग टू क्लोज टू 6 and I have to conclude this lesson in 3-4 minutes. So that's the reason we will learn. I'm going to make it part 2 on Monday. So stay tuned so you can learn this information. सो उसमें हम बात करेंगे आगे जो हमारा को क्या क्या हमने कवर कर लिया है इसमें, who and whom, राइट. उसके बाद हम whose, which and that, ये सारे ही कवर करेंगे अपने नेक्स्ट लेसन में, जो कि नेक्स्ट लेसन विल बी ऑन मंडे. ओके, एंड आई ऑलरेडी रिसीव्ड I will say phone numbers from many students who are interested, who are interested. Now you can see where I used it, the students. It's about students, right? Many students who are interested to join my live stream class tomorrow. So you are welcome, and we'll see how many of you will be able to join, because some of you sometimes have internet issues, or there is so much. Sometimes you forget. Okay, so guys, if you like these lessons, please give me thumbs up, because again, that really helps me to make more lessons. It motivates me. So let's see, and tell me, so maybe, I don't know, many of you might already know about this, but if you didn't know about this, did you learn something new today, or did you review something today? So tell me right now. Anyone? Did you learn anything new? Yes or no? Or you just reviewed it? It was a good review for you. Okay, Asad Zaman. So, hello, are you there? And okay, Shubham. Okay, thank you, Shubham. So I know there were students were asking me if I can do the sessions on Sunday also. But believe me, guys, that's the only day I have. Only one day when I have my personal day, my relaxing day, my family time, when I, just one day, because otherwise, as you know, I work Monday to Friday, and then I am here live every morning. And Saturday we do session more than sometimes 2 hours or more than two, because if I will have more students, then definitely I will spend more time on Saturday. But I'm trying my best to help you as much I can within my reach or limits, I will say, right? Okay, yes, Mandeep, good. Okay, so give me thumbs up, everyone. Anu Chauhan, okay. Anu, sorry, Chalagan, Anu. I don't know if I'm saying your last name correctly. Samita, oh, you are very welcome. So, okay, everyone, then I will see you tomorrow, and you will be receiving the Zoom link, my evening and your early morning. So when you're going to wake up tomorrow morning, you will have your Zoom link if you already send me your phone numbers. One more thing, please, when you get the Zoom link, don't click on it right away, because you not gonna be able to join my class right away, right? Because my session will start 8:30 at night. But you can start joining my class around 8:15 to 8:20, because by the time I'm going to go live at 8:30, then I want many students are present in the class, so we can start our class right away. Okay, so, oh, thank you, Thandap. You got many more things from me. Okay, thank you. Yes, I mean, and moreover, guys, again, I'm telling you again and again the same thing. If you want to practice your English skills, you need to speak up. You need to start talking. It doesn't matter if someone is sitting next to you, or if you are just talking to yourself, or you can assume that I am talking to you when you watch my videos and practice with my videos. Just you can pretend. Pretend होता है imagine करना किसी चीज को, तो you can pretend that I am just sitting next to you and you are talking to me. Okay, so just pick up the expressions of the language, because when we read English as a foreign language, it's very different. And when we even speak English as a foreign language, we speak it like we are reading it, because we don't add many annotations and expressions in the language. And I will talk about all this stuff, but I'm saying annotations and expressions, and there are so many things. So that means कि जैसे आप अपनी first language बोलते हो, उसमें आप किस तरह से बोलते हो, right? इवन जैसे एक ही वर्ड है, तो अच्छा ही मैं कह दूं, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल, तो कोई आपको कहे कि ये काम कर दो, तो आप कहते हो कि अच्छा, तो अगर आप फिर भी नहीं उठते तो अब अगर आपकी मदर ही कहे उठ जाओ अब, अच्छा, लाइक देखो मतलब उसमें वो अच्छा ही वर्ड में कितने एक्सप्रेशंस आ जाते हैं, राइट? आई एम जस्ट गिविंग यू वन एग्जांपल. तो उस तरह से मैं कह रही हूँ कि ट्राई, बिकॉज आई एम नॉट सेइंग my English is excellent, but because I live in this country and I talk in English all the time, right? Even my children, they don't speak Indian like Hindi or Punjabi. So this is kind of like my language now, right? And I have all that kind of a natural expressions in the language. That's what you need to learn, because it's very important when you speak, that you should not speak like you are reading or, right? So like speak like a native speaker, in other words. Okay. Okay, Jayashri, I will try my best to, I don't know, I hope I will remember this, because I don't know what is the problem, why you are not able to add, because my number is international number and you just need to add 1 before my number, like 1703, because it's an international number and 1 is an international code for America. So I have no clue why you are struggling with this. Huh? Okay. Okay, Jashri, I will try to remember. I just wrote down your number on sticky note. And okay, guys, then everyone, I will see you tomorrow. And again, if you didn't subscribe the channel, subscribe to the channel, and also please share my videos with your family and friends. Share my videos, share the link, right, on your Facebook or in your WhatsApp with, I know you all have family and friends, and there are many students out there, they want to learn. Okay, so, okay, that's fine, Rashri. That's okay. Okay, I hope you already downloaded Zoom, so you will be able to open it and add the ID and password of my Zoom class, and then I hope you will be able to join it right away. Okay, 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 guys. Me too. So, turned up. Did you send me? If you didn't, then write down your number too, so I can write down here, please, quickly. Write down your number, turned up. So she is Jashri and you are turned up. Okay. So only, okay. Turned up. You can write down your number if you want to, because I didn't check my phone if your name is there, because there are many students and I cannot keep track on all these names sometime. Okay. Okay, everyone. So have a wonderful time and stay blessed.